Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thanks for checking back into the channel, The Electric Wave Experience. Today, we're going to be doing a one-wheel mod, the V-n-R range extender by Sonny Wheels. I'll leave a link to this in the description if you're interested in purchasing one of these kits. And the other thing you'll need for a V-n-R mod for Sonny Wheels, you'll be needing an Ego battery just like this one. Alright, so let's get happening. Okay, this is what comes with a Sonny Wheels kit, Vampire Mod, one-wheel Plus and Onewheel V-n-R kit. Alright, and it comes with this attachment here that's going to go into your Ego battery. It's going to snap right in. Comes with this 3D printed mount that's going to slide into the groove and snap into place. This helps keep everything nice and snug and tight together. Comes with this strap to keep the attachment on nice and tight. This is the mounting strap that you're going to use to mount the entire system onto your board with the fender. And a piece of Velcro to help attach it even more securely. This to add a set of posi-taps that you're going to connect your V-n-R cable to the controller going into the controller box. And an extra bungee cord just in case if you need anything extra secure to keep it down if you're doing some off-road riding. Alright, so for the installation of the V-n-R mod, you first need to remove your float plate if you have one installed, and then we need to access here the controller box where the wires are going into the controller here. So we're going to start with these two screws to move this case off. Alright, with the case, let's see if we can pop this free. And we have access to it. Oh, what we want here is this plug right here, which goes from going into the controller board, going back over here to feed your battery. And what we're looking for is one of these red wires and attaching to one of the black wires right there. Okay, so to remove this plug and wire harness, we just need to push this little tab out and then wiggle this whole harness free. I'm using just a flat blade screwdriver and taking my time because I don't want to damage that clip. Alright, so mine was a little bit stubborn. I had to work on it. This flat blade screwdriver, just kind of taking my time, pushing it off, as this part has never been removed. Now the best part about the V-n-R is you don't have to alter the battery or drill into the case at all. So if you're working on a warranty, this might be your best bet. Oh, a whole lot of space in here. Alright, so what we want access to is to one of these red wires, which will connect one of the posi-taps to, and one of these black wires. Now, Sonny suggested to connect your negative terminal first, and then the lower bottom positive terminal right here with the posi-taps. Okay, so I have one of the posi-taps right here. We're going to unscrew the gray part. And what it does is it has this slot that we're going to slide the negative wire going in the top section right here. So we're just going to try to wiggle it out a little bit. And about a ½ inch above the terminal, we're just going to take it right here and slide it all the way through like that. Now this has a little sharp piece to it, and that's going to pierce the wire. We're now going to go into and push it in and thread it through. Make sure it's nice and tight. And then we're going to take the other posi-tap and do the same thing to the positive one on the lower side. And it's going to bite right into that wire. Okay, now for the other part is we're going to connect our posi-tap cord. Going to go with the negative side first. We're going to remove the electrical tape. And we're going to slide it through. Alright, so now we have both the negative attached to the negative wire and the red positive attached to the red positive going into the wire harness into the controller board. And now the tricky part is getting it all connected. So we're just going to push back this wire as best as I can and try to fit it in, which doesn't seem to be a whole lot of space. Alright, feels nice and secure. And we're going to slide this tab on. We have our negative to negative, positive to positive. And Sonny mentioned that we can do a test check to make sure everything is connected right by just connecting the Ego battery right up to it, and it should turn on. So let's hopefully we get this connection correctly and everything works out. If so, we'll be able to notice if the power light turns on its own. Hopefully we can do this when it's done. We're here to pop, and we got a blue light. Alright. Now we should have a 3 flashing light, which means the board is upside down. So we got a 1, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Yep. Oh, we got a 4. I'm not sure what the version is. But anyway, so it looks like we got live power, so it looks like we got a good connection, and we're going to finish the install. Alright, so the next step is to finish the install. We're going to try to get this battery box all into its place. So, I'm going to make sure all the wires are where they need to go. So what I did was I kind of just tucked these wires in here as best as I could to not pinch anything. And there's a little slot for this wire to fit in like that. Alright, I just had to work the box a little bit to get everything to fit again. Nice lock it nice and tight. And I'm going to install the 2 screws. Alright, so I got the box all tightened down, and now to reinstall my float plate. Alright, so we have the cable connected. I have my posi-tap cover on so I don't want any dirt and debris inside. And the next part is we're going to run this cable on the top ridge right over here and have it pop up right over on this side. Now you can attach it either with some Velcro straps or some zip ties just to hold it in place. But what I'll be doing is using my grab and go handle I got off Amazon, just some cheapo handle, just to help carry my board. Okay, so we have our V-n-R cable coming from the controller board, riding on top of the rail, coming out here, and I have my grab and go strap, keeping it nice and secure. Now I also have these cool wheel studs sticking out top. Instead of bolting my fender down with the stock screws and potentially stripping out my threads when I want to remove the fender to clean it out, I have these thumb screws instead, which I can leave in a link to the description on where I pick these guys up. And it makes it easier, especially if you're outside not having your tool around, so you can just put your fender on and off. Once the fender is slid on, you have these little thumb screws right here. They're made of brass, and they just thread on. Nice and easy, just like that. And then to keep your fender on really nice and tight, and it helps reduce some of the stress on the threads and puts it on the thumb screw right here. Okay, so we got the V-n-R mod all set up and attached. So the next step would be to test it out. Now I don't have it completely attached yet. I don't have the Velcro on because I plan on painting my fender green. So I'm going to wait until I get that done before I really go out and test it out. Well, we can actually test it here just in this crate to see if everything is working. Now first we can do is just turn it on. Make sure everything is working as normal without it connected. Put a little pressure. And the wheel is spinning. Alright, now we can also turn it off. And then connect it with the P&R cable. Just to double check, and yes, everything is still lighting up. And we have power. Now we can start riding right way. And now with the 5 amp Ego battery, we can get around triple the mileage we can out of a stock Onewheel Plus battery. So we're looking at just under the range of an XR. So hopefully I'll be able to keep up with the rest of my riders over on the Onewheel Boston forum group. And I look forward to riding with a whole bunch of other people and going way longer and way farther than I usually ride. So thank you for checking in with the channel. And next time, hopefully we'll see a green fender. And I'll review it to see how far I went on my Ego battery. And actually you can charge the Ego battery if you don't have an Ego battery charger, which I do not have because I don't have any Ego batteries yet except for this one. So I didn't come with the charger. I just bought it on eBay for just under $100. But apparently you can take your Onewheel charger, plug it in, and you should be able to get juice all the way through and charge both pieces. So the next video will be how I did with that, charging up and riding, and see how far I went. And hopefully I'll have a new painted fender too. Alright, thank you for checking in with the Electric Wave Experience. Catch you guys later. Bye.